Ready.
Hello.
Hello.
Woohoo.
Hello, ladies. We're here with some very special friends today.
Kelly, there's puppies.
I know. And this one just keeps staring at me. I just love them so much.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to get into this in 1 second, all right? But first...
In the 920.
Fly in the room.
Yeah. Hello, ladies and puppies. Thank you for bringing the puppies.
Oh my goodness.
Please introduce yourselves.
I am Amber Peterson.
Hi, Amber.
Hello. Corey Hetherington.
Hi, Corey.
Hi.
Where are you from? What organization?
We're with RPAC Animal Rescue.
Okay.
Our home hub is like in New London, but
Sure.
we're all foster based. So
Okay.
we're all out of our homes.
Sure.
I'm from Wyomega.
Okay.
I'm right here in Appleton.
Okay. Very nice. What does RPAC stand for? Do we know?
It isn't.
Is it
an act?
something?
Well, we are OPARI on Facebook because our
Okay.
Facebook page got closed down.
Oh, okay.
But it is just a pack of volunteers trying to
Sure.
help homeless dogs.
I love that. I love that. All right. And so today, for those that are listening and not watching, because there's obviously, there's two options. We have Trixie. This one's Trixie.
Yep.
And Munchkin.
And Munchkin.
And they're so sweet. And
Yeah.
when my husband, Bill Davies, watches this, hi, Bill, he's going to be like, oh, my God, here we go again. They're so sweet, though. Oh,
They've
my
been
gosh.
doing all the puppy things.
They have been. They've been investigating everything. We
Yeah.
just love them already.
Sniffing and running funnily because their paws aren't the right size for them yet.
Exactly. I love it. I love it.
Goodness.
Well, first of all, thank you for all you do, because obviously it's very much needed, very much needed. Tell us, I guess, how, this organization, RPAC, got started, just all the things. Let's start with that.
So RPAC was started in 2019 by Autumn and Ian Murphy.
Okay.
They're in New London. And then I started in 2023,
Okay.
October. So it's been almost 2 years for me.
Sure.
It was not long after that in 2024.
Yeah.
Nice.
But between just the two of us, we are at over probably 250 foster dogs in just the short time that her and I have been doing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I think Ian and Autumn are at 600, they said.
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
Wow. That's a lot.
Crazy.
We adopt out about an average of 600 dogs a year. So,
Wow.
yeah.
That's fantastic. You guys are saints. Thank you for doing that work, because it's crazy to me when I hear statistics, when I hear numbers like that, like right here in the Fox Cities, right?
Yes.
It's crazy.
There's
You
a
don't
lot of
always
need.
think about, it's one thing, many things I love about doing this podcast, but that's one of them is you kind of like live in your bubble, unfortunately, and you go about your daily life, and then you hear these things, and it's like, oh my gosh, there's such a need. And so sorry for the fly edition that we've had
Yeah.
join us
I'm just letting it not bug me.
for this pot. Are you
Yep.
telling
not.
yourself the fly is not bothering me?
I'm not going to be disturbed by
All
it.
right. Yep. Okay. Well, we're gonna roll with it. Okay. So started back in, you said 2019. Okay. And a lot of dogs since then. Holy cow. That's amazing. How many people roughly
Rough.
working, with this organization at this point?
I think we have about 30-ish volunteers.
Wow.
Probably 30 like foster
Fosters.
volunteers.
Okay.
And then we
Sure.
have probably about 130 that volunteer in other ways.
Sure. Okay, so there's different ways to be involved. How does someone go about getting involved? How can they best help besides money, we'll get to that. But with the actual, hands-on volunteering, that kind of thing, how would I get involved?
I guess, first of all, like and share and comment on our Facebook page. 'Cause
Yes.
we all know that helps a ton.
Yep.
And that's something that you can do without leaving your house. If you are interested in volunteering at events or things like that, I would reach out to our Facebook page and we can point you in the right direction.
Okay.
We are always looking for help. We're really trying to do a lot more fundraisers that maybe volunteers can do that aren't necessarily dog related or have dogs there. But,
Sure.
brat fries,
Yeah.
Packer games, things like that.
Yep. Very nice. So there's lots of ways to get involved. Do I have to go through a background check to foster dog? I mean, what does the process look like for that?
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm very concerned. No. I'm just wondering, for
Yeah,
people
for real.
ask those kinds of
we
questions.
totally background check everybody just because we want our dogs going into
Go.
good
No, I
hands.
think that's great.
Yeah, we do our due diligence.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get frowned upon for people that we deny or whatever. But
I think it's good.
yeah, we definitely we're our dog's voice, and a lot of these came from bad situations and we don't want to put them back into that situation. So we definitely do have a background check. We have a reference check.
Good.
We do all the things.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Check vet records to make sure your dogs
Yep.
are current on vaccines because that's incredibly important. Heartworm
Sure.
treatment, things like that.
Okay, so on that note, you were talking before we started about, dogs that you get from Blue Pearl, things like that. So in those cases, the dog might be having medical issues, right? So then what do you guys do? How do you handle that?
So from Blue Pearl, Trixie, for example, will step in and do the care that she needs. So for her, she was full of hookworms. So we went in and dewormed her with Panicure. She also became anemic due to the worms. So she got a blood transfusion.
Okay.
She actually got a live donor blood transfusion from
wow.
a dog that was adopted through RPAC. the year
Okay.
before. Yogurt, right? Was that its name?
Aw.
So that was kind of cool.
That's cool. Full
Yeah.
circle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So you guys end up if Blue Pearl calls you and says, "Hey, can you take this dog?" right? Then you are taking on those costs.
Correct. Yeah.
That's a lot.
So, and just to clarify, for the people that might not know, Blue Pearl is the local animal hospital.
Yes.
Yeah. It's an
I've been there.
emergency vet.
I've been there a few times over the years. Yep.
Yeah, everybody's got a story eventually.
Hey, do you know what? They've done some really good things they've
do.
saved a couple of my animals' lives. I had our pug that I was telling you about before the podcast, that's 16. She when she was, do you remember this? Ladybug the pug. When she was like 2, one night she was just so lethargic and then started throwing up. She just looked weird to me. Something looked off. And then she started throwing up. And my husband and I were debating. It was one of those, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that go through this. Do we take her in now to Blue Pearl, knowing that, it's going to be, there's obviously an extra cost for that. It's emergency, it's after hours, it's all things. Or do you think we can wait until the morning? Well, I'm really glad I brought her in that night because they said once we took her in, she probably wouldn't have made it. She got bit by something. They don't know if or stung by a bee or bit by some kind of a spider or something. And we didn't see like a bump or a bite or anything, but they said she had to have gotten bit or stung and she was having like anaphylactic. So then we had to get an EpiPen
Yeah.
for Ladybug, but she made it and she probably wouldn't have made it so just a little extra little note to everyone, right? If you feel like something's off, right? I think it's best to just take them in. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they've done some good things. So you'll get a call. So let's say somebody brings in a dog to Blue Pearl, right? And they can't afford the care or something. That might be a case then where you're getting that phone call.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you guys are really saints. And these dogs are just delicious, aren't they? They're so cute.
They are.
So tell us, okay, so obviously there's lots of ways to get involved. Like you said, sharing your Facebook page, being an advocate in that way, but also you could apply to be a foster, right? A foster dogs, be a foster parent for the doggies. Do you get other animals as well, or do you just stick to dogs?
Just dogs.
Dogs. Okay, gotcha. What are some other things that, like, what are things that you guys can use? What are other ways that we can help?
You can also send donations. We're always in need of collars, leashes, dog
Okay.
food, puppy
Okay.
pads,
Sure.
all of that stuff.
Is there certain like brands of food that you need, or is it just kind of like you'll just take whatever the dogs need to eat kind of thing?
Yeah.
Pretty much
yeah.
whatever. Collars were a little more specific. We want a certain type of collar so that it doesn't slip off the dog's
Okay.
neck. They're called martingale collars, which is normally what we're looking for.
Okay.
But no
Martingale.
flexi leads, but leashes are always very helpful.
Okay.
Cool.
Good. This is good to know.
I'm making mental notes.
Yeah, for sure. And then where do people send all of those things or drop all of those things off? Is that all on your Facebook page? If we're on your Facebook page, we can find all of that information.
Yep, we have an Amazon wish list, which
Oh,
is super easy
perfect.
to do. We also have drop-off locations that you can contact us for, or at any of our events. We're always
Sure.
willing to accept donations.
I love the Amazon. That's such a good idea, Amazon wish list. That makes, because I'm the type of person where I'm like, I want to do that. But then I need to like be able to click a couple of buttons because otherwise it's unfortunately I'm, being pulled in so many directions. So I love that. I love that. Tell us about some upcoming events. I feel like you mentioned that you're going to be a couple of places this weekend with some furry friends. These lovely ones too.
Yup.
Oh,
They will be at Fall Fest in New London this weekend from 9 to 3.
okay, that's on Saturday.
Yes.
Saturday, Fall Fest, New London.
Yes. They have
Everybody should come out and meet.
Yeah, they have 250 plus vendors, so it should be a good
Wow.
big event.
That's awesome. Are you going to be bringing some other doggies too?
Yes.
Okay. Very cool.
Busy day for a tired little puppy.
I know. Look at how sweet they're being.
Yeah.
And if you
I got so excited.
if you can't adopt, we have a ton of RPAC merchandise, shirts, sweatshirts,
Okay. Yeah, so there's lots
stuff
of
like
ways
that.
to contribute.
Yeah, that would help.
I know you had said right now funds are like really, really needed, right? So, and I'm sure they're always really needed, but I mean, it's like having a little child. There's a lot of
Yeah.
needs that they have and care that, and food and all of the things, and it gets pricey.
Yeah, I mean, all of our dogs are spayed and neutered.
Okay.
With their adoption fee. They're current on all vaccines. We have to keep up veterinary, it's called a certified veterinary inspection, so that has to be done every 30 days while they're in care.
Okay.
Their heartworm, their vaccines, all those things.
Sure.
That all adds up.
For
And most
sure.
of the time, our adoption fees don't actually cover what we put into the dogs.
Oh, I believe it. What is a normal adoption fee, if you don't mind me asking? Just for those that are curious,
Sure.
like,
For puppies, it's 400,
okay,
and then once they go up in age, it goes down.
okay, gotcha.
Makes sense.
So if I want to adopt a dog, right? What am I like coming in and I can look at all the availabilities, or how does this work? How does this work?
So on our Facebook page is our most up-to-date information of who we have, all in foster care. We also have a website, but the Facebook is the most up-to-date.
Sure. Well, yeah, and I would imagine a lot of them are at different houses, right? So
Yes.
yeah, it's not like you're going to the store
Correct.
and like picking out like I want that. Okay. Yeah.
So then-
Gotcha.
and then you would fill out the application.
Okay.
We would do our background
Yep.
checks and all of that. Once you're approved,
Okay.
then you would say, I want to meet Trixie. They
Yeah.
would hook you up with me. We would set
Sure.
up a meet and greet with your whole entire family, all the dogs in your house, make sure that everybody meshes well, and then you can adopt.
I love that. That's smart. I know when we first brought home our youngest, our middle child doggy was not very impressed for a while. Now they love
yeah.
each other, but for a little bit we were like, hey, what did we do? So I think it's always good, like you said, make sure everybody's going to get along and gel and all of the things. So how long roughly, again, roughly, gosh,
Oh,
wow, I'm not even trying, does that process take?
We say 2 to 3 days, but we
Okay.
can usually wrap it up
So it's pretty quick.
in a day. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
really
pretty quick.
depends how long it takes for your references to get
Sure.
back, your vet, if you've called and released
Yeah.
your records, or you have the records, that helps a lot.
yeah.
Okay.
Or if they have to go fetch those records. I'm just, yeah.
You're just trying to add
Yeah.
on to my,
It's being
yeah.
annoying now.
How many dogs do you guys have right now?
As a whole,
Yeah.
we just got a transport truck this weekend, so
What does a
Probably
transport
50.
truck, what does that mean? It feels to me like heaven. It feels to me like a door opens on the truck and there's just a whole bunch of dogs.
that's correct.
Well,
That-
but
more
I don't know about
legal
how.
than that.
Yeah.
They're in kennels and safe and all that.
Sure.
But yeah, they come. We work with all different partners. A lot in Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, because those states are in incredible high need of help. And they bring the dogs up here, and we literally open the van and unload them and go through medical care, and then they go off to their foster homes.
Oh, so, okay. And so you two are both in charge of when that process happens? Like or is there different volunteers that take care of that? Like when you get a truckload of pups like that?
We have 6 board members.
Okay.
So we all kind of, work together.
Sure.
Autumn is our brains behind all of that.
Okay.
So she really coordinates the whole transport.
Sure.
And then Corey and I are always usually there. She
Yeah.
does a lot of the microchipping, and I'm kind of the chaos coordinator of
Love
get
that.
this dog off and this dog goes with this
Yeah.
foster. But so it's definitely a moving piece for sure.
That is so cool. I love it. I think you need to become a foster parent.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think you're just imagining like a small dump truck that just like goes like, here's the puppies, and
I
just,
know.
like,
I'm
dumps out a
thinking of
load
like
of them.
101 Dalmatians. It's just like puppies everywhere. No, that's so great though. So then, do you have like certain vets that you work with?
We do.
Okay, so you just have the vets, and so first thing that would happen when they come in like that is you get them all checked out and see what they need and all of that. Yeah. So that could get real expensive real fast too. As I was saying to you guys, I have one going in on Friday for just a small procedure, and I got the quote, and it's like, oh, so I know these things add up fast. I think that's something though too, like, I don't know, is there a way to better educate the public on what getting a dog means and what some of those costs are going to be and things like that, so that we can prevent some of the surrenders and things, right? I mean, I get sometimes things happen and life happens, but is there resources that are teaching people about that kind of thing?
We've definitely been working really hard, especially recently, on making sure that if you're adopting, say, a lab mix
Sure.
puppy, as far as we know, that we have kind of step-by-step instructions on things to do to help train the dog based on their personality traits or their
Okay.
breed traits and things like that, or like a hound mix puppy, a pit bull mix puppy, things like that. We're constantly working on improving our educational side.
Sure.
But always need volunteers and help to be able to do
Yes.
that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So again, it sounds like there's a lot of ways that people can get involved. Tell me your Facebook page again.
It's OPARI, which stands for RPAC Animal Rescue Inc.
Okay. Got it. So we got to make sure that we get people on this.
OPARI.
We have a pretty cool video from a transport that we can share with you
Okay.
if you wanted to share,
Yeah.
that kind of shows what we do.
The process. Oh, I love that. It's just, I love seeing animals just get I mean, people too, but I don't know. There's just a special affection for the animals.
We get
You
it.
know how that is, right? You know how that
Cool,
is.
the videographer that did that video, they adopted one of the dogs that
Oh.
came one day.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, my last adoption dog came from Tennessee, I believe. Yeah, I was brought up on some sort of a transport from there, and yeah.
Oh,
And I loved her so much.
well, I know you did, and you'll end up with another doggy
I know.
once you're out of the apartment, right?
I know.
Yeah, it'll
Someday
happen.
soon.
It'll happen. And I love your shirt so much.
Thank you.
So can you tell for those that are listening and not watching, what does it say?
It says fostering. Your heart breaks a little, so theirs never has to.
I love that. And that's what I was asking you before we started too, was like, oh, how do you do it? And I would want to keep all of them and my heart would break. And then you showed me your shirt and I was like, that's such a good point though. Such a good thing to remember. It's like, yeah, we can't necessarily keep them all, but we can keep them for a short period of time and make sure they're safe and healthy and then get them to their forever home, right?
Yeah.
Their forever home.
Forever.
Again, it just happened.
We're just going to have to put a pause on the puns for a little bit.
Wow. We don't, I mean, honestly,
But no, the other cool thing.
believe it or not rehearsed.
The other cool thing about fostering is that, like, opposed to them being, like, in a shelter or something, is that they get more, like, one-on-one care and attention from humans. They get that interaction and love. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure. And do they stay in the foster home until, is that kind of like, hey, if you sign up to be a foster, you're with this dog until they're getting adopted kind of thing, right?
It can be a week, and it can be, we just had one adopted after 277 days, something like that.
Yeah.
So
9 months? Dang.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely
Sure.
can
So it
be
can
a
commitment.
a
Yeah.
haul. But the nice thing is all of our dogs, like you said, are in our home. So they're with our kids. They're, eating dinner with us.
Yes.
I just took her to Marshall's with me to
Right.
get some exposure and some,
Yeah.
meet some people and stuff
Right.
like that. So
I love that. Oh, she's sleeping so nicely now.
Yeah, they're just pooped.
They are. I love it so much. Are there other, I know you mentioned like there's other fundraisers and other things. Tell us about some other upcoming things.
So we just posted a post. We have a very generous anonymous donor that knew how in need we were of funds, and they are matching all donations up until September 21st,
Okay.
up to $5,000.
That's awesome.
So you have to donate through a specific link,
Okay.
but that's there.
And that's on your Facebook page as well? Okay. Cool.
We have a pizza fundraiser
Yeah,
Monday the 22nd.
Papa John's.
Okay.
We haven't posted it yet, but it's coming. We have a few fun football themed design shirts that we're going to be selling, and
Okay.
we are doing a little kind of fundraiser to pick the design, and then we will create the design. So we've
That's
got
awesome.
some shirt orders and things like that coming up.
Sure. So you guys are constantly just being creative and figuring out ways to raise funds.
Yeah.
Well, and who doesn't? I would just give the money. I'm just going to give it. Like, I don't need anything. I just want to give it to these cutie pies.
We
Like,
also have an option to become like a monthly donor.
okay. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. And then you can just have it come out and be reoccurring.
Don't even have to think about
I
it.
love that. And like you said, you have the Amazon wish list. There's so many ways to help out. And these dogs are just, they need it so much. Oh,
But if you can't give financially, like we all get that, it truly goes back to commenting on posts, sharing posts.
Sure.
If you know somebody else who's looking for a dog,
Right.
sharing with them.
yes.
Just the
the
interactions.
power of,
yeah.
right, just sharing with your own spear, as we call it in the real estate world, but sharing with those people, right? And just doing whatever you can to be an advocate. Yeah. No, that's such a good point. There's so many ways. Or become a foster,
Right.
right? I mean,
You won't keep them all, I promise.
you won't keep them all.
No, you won't.
Oh, I think I often, maybe that's what I should do.
What?
Become a foster. I've thought about it.
I always say
before.
everyone should try one. Just try one.
I just am
Yeah.
picturing myself.
You and your 4 dogs, Kelly.
You, You have to just foster one that you won't keep, like a big Great Dane or something.
The first one is normally the hardest,
Yeah.
and honestly,
Yeah.
once you get through that one, it gets easier.
get a
And
little
there
more
are
used to
some
it.
that you are more than happy to watch go to their new home
Sure.
because
Sure.
they're going to grow and they
Right.
have a better home than you can give them.
Right. I would love to see a Great Dane in my little ranch.
Oh, yeah. With your little dog run that you guys have.
That'd be so
You
great.
just step over the fence.
That would be so great. We do actually have, that is one thing about our house. There's a lot of things about my house that I don't love. I'm a realtor, so I'm constantly like,
You only have a
I see
4-foot
things
fence.
and then I'm like, oh, I wish I had that. I wish I had that. But whatever, I don't, and that's okay. But we do have a pretty good setup for our dogs because, and we lived, I met my husband. I was living I grew up here, but I lived in Chicago. I always say like all through my 20s, really it was through my 20s, and went to college there and met my husband there. And that's where we used to have 2 pugs. Again, one of them, Ladybug, is still alive and with us. But we used to we lived in a high rise downtown. So we had to take the dog down the elevator, around the corner to Grant Park, just to get him outside and pee and all the things, right? So now that we live in a house in Kimberly, we just have a little patio door, slide it open, the dogs go out, and our yard is fenced, but we've been there for many years. And so when my kids were younger, I wanted them to be able to run around the yard and not be constantly and we pick up dog poop a lot, but still.
Yeah.
You can't be constantly out there. So I had another piece of fence like added on. So now we have basically we have a dog area. So we just slide open our patio door and the dogs go to their dog area. It's great. I love it. So that's honestly one of my favorite things about my house. So we'll
It is
keep
pretty
that.
nice.
It is convenient. It's
Yeah.
very convenient. And even like just now my kids are 10 and 12 and we're like, hey, can you let the dogs out? And they actually do it because it's not hard, right? So it's one thing that they'll do. But so again, tons of ways for people to get involved. Thank you for all you guys do. I mean, these dogs have such better lives as a result of you guys. So they sure do.
Well,
they
they're not-
sure do.
Yeah, they're not sitting in a shelter listening to other dogs barking,
Exactly.
24 hours a day.
Yeah.
That would drive me insane.
Look at these two with their sweet little faces and their sweet little outfits, and they're just sleeping.
I know.
And I just want to keep them. They could become little mascots for the Kelly Davies Homes team.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you. Is there anything else specifically that you would like to share before we move on?
I don't think so. Just
Okay.
keep sharing, comment,
Keep
liking.
sharing, liking, commenting. And we will, when we put out our weekly podcast, we also send out a weekly newsletter. So we'll have your Facebook page and all of that information in there as well for everybody to see. So donate. And no donation is too small either, right? I mean, anything helps.
Yeah.
So
Even at all of our events, we always have a little donation bin out there.
sure. Yeah.
So you can always donate at all of our events. So check out our events on Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And we don't just have puppies. We have adults. We have, if you're looking
Seniors.
for something that's already mostly potty trained
Sure.
or, has some training under their belt instead of a fresh new puppy.
Sure.
We were just talking about getting, more purebred dogs, and sometimes,
Sure.
sometimes we have Great Danes or
Right.
we've had bulldogs, pugs, all of
Sure.
the things. So,
Sure.
doodles, we're starting to see a lot more of those.
Uh-huh.
So if there's something specific that you're looking for, always check out our page because you never know.
There
what
might be
will happen.
it might be out there. Yeah. And they're all just so precious and they all want just
They
to
are.
be loved and have good homes.
Yeah.
Right?
All they know how to do is love.
That is really true. Yeah. Well, thank you for the amazing work that you're doing, and thank you for sharing, and we're going to just share it everywhere and get some more, funding happening and some, like you said, collars, leashes, food, all those things. Right? Great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Having
you.
us.
I mean, and Thank you for bringing them. They are just Munchkin, Trixie. They're just the cutest. All right. Well, and again, we're going to talk about weekend events. So as we talk about weekend events, remind us, you're going to be at, what did you say it was?
Fall Fest.
Fall Fest in New London this Saturday,
9 to 3.
9 to 3.
Yep.
Meet some puppies.
So people can come, they can meet doggies, and they can donate or get involved or all the things. All of the things.
If you're looking for something more local, we will be at the gas station on the corner of 47 and JJ from
Okay.
11 to 2 on Sunday.
Okay.
For the last gelato food truck weekend.
Okay.
So we'll have some Munchkin will be there along with some other dogs too.
Oh, Munchkin, you're just like a little celeb. I love it. Just a little traveling celeb. That's awesome. Well, again, thank you so much, and thank you for taking such good care of the animals. You guys are truly making it a huge difference. So, all right, well, let's talk about some other weekend happenings, huh?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's see what's happening this weekend in the 920.
Shall I start with Ladies' Day?
You know what? I'll give that one.
Would you like me to talk about Ladies' Day?
Yeah.
Okay. So this weekend, these are all things obviously happening this weekend. Ultimate Ladies' Day 2025. This is happening on Saturday from 9 to 4 at the Doubletree by Hilton, 123 East Wisconsin Ave in Neenah.
It's a nice event space.
This is brought to you by Downtown Neenah, which is a great organization, I feel like. They do a lot of really cool things. So just a little synopsis here. It's going to be the ultimate day of fun, learning and pampering. It includes breakfast, a fashion show, and an afternoon of casual, free-form fun in downtown Neenah. Every lady will receive a special gift, maybe a puppy. No, I'm just kidding. Along with a swag bag filled with samples, specials, and coupons from our friendly downtown Neenah businesses. There's going to be a champagne breakfast. The schedule of activities. So in the morning, there's registration at the Doubletree by Hilton, Neenah. You're going to get a table gift, swag bags, breakfast, and a fashion show. And then in the afternoon is the shopping, discounts, prize drawings, and much more. 3:30, the afternoon ends with music bingo. Think Name That Tune crossed with bingo. So fun. Gift certificate rewards. Spend $50 and receive $10. One day only from noon to 4. Anyone who spends $50+ at a downtown Neenah business or combination of businesses can bring their receipts dated from September 13th to the future Neenah office for this very special $10 gift certificate reward. Supplies are limited to one reward per person, 300 total, first come, first serve. And you can get all of this info at neenah.org. So I think that's going to be really cool. Also, important to note, Ultimate Ladies know the importance of giving back. So we're partnering with Christine Ann Domestic Abuse Services. They will be collecting the following items for a hygiene supply drive. So this is what they're in need of. Women's deodorant, lotion, tampons, hairbrushes, combs, laundry detergent, fabric softener. Bring a donation for them to receive one extra entry into the door prize drawings. Tickets are $44.52. That's a very specific number.
That is a very specific number.
Must be some significance to
Bet
that.
there's a significance.
You would think.
to it.
But $44.52. And again, there is the link to this will be in our weekly newsletter, so people can, go there to then sign up or go to neenah.org. Very cool.
Cool.
What do you got, Nick?
I have Adult Prom 2025.
Interesting.
This is Saturday at 5 p.m.
Okay.
It is at the local lounge, 245 West Main Street in Hilbert. Come join us for an unforgettable night of dressing up, music, and dancing prom style. As our local prom planning committee meets, we will share more details here as they become available. Here meaning on their Facebook page. Mm-hmm. There are no tickets being sold or any fee to enter the prom.
Nice.
However, prom attire is required to enter the local lounge. We are not closing to the public, but this is a special event, and those not attending prom and coming in their everyday clothes will be required to wear a special hat given upon entrance during their stay at our special
Like
event.
a dunce cap.
Yeah. We will have a fancy special dinner menu being served starting at 5 p.m. until we run out. Dinner reservations are not required, but greatly appreciated. In addition to our regular drink menu, we will also have punch available for you to spike with your choice of booze during the prom. Oh, just like high school.
Just like high school.
We are
Kidding.
super excited to be bringing Awkward back at our adult prom 2025.
Well, that sounds like kind of fun,
You know
hey?
what? Yeah.
Nick, I think
Maybe
you
I'll-
should go. I want to see pics.
Maybe I'll swing on by. You know, I never went to prom when I was in high school.
I was just going to ask you.
I was in that group where we were like, it costs too much. We're too cool. We're going to go hang out at the rich friend's house. So.
You know what? This is probably Mom. We always try to bring up our mom in every episode. Mom, be thankful for this because what she spent on me to go to prom, probably she needed
Yeah.
to save it. So
Oh, yeah.
this worked out. All right. The Great Cake Stroll, Sunday, 1 to 3. Just say the word cake and I'm in.
Yeah.
Little
cakewalk.
Birdie's Treats and Coffee, which is 400 North Richmond Street in Appleton. Dearest cake bakers and cake connoisseurs, it is with great pleasure and a considerable sweet tooth that we extend this invitation to a most charming occasion. Whether you are a practiced,
Oh,
I can't
moved
say
right
that
there.
word. I do not. That is not a word.
Whether you are a practiced patissier.
Thank you, Nicholas. Or simply a lover of confections, the Great Cake Stroll promises merriment, community, and a generous slice of indulgence. So this is how it works. Cake entry is $10. You present your homemade cake. So you make a cake, okay? Serving no fewer than 12 slices, and you partake in the walk. All cakes shall be celebrated, and select entries may be honored with whimsical accolades. You can get a guest ticket for $5. So you can either enter with a cake, or you can get a guest ticket for $5 for those who wish to accompany a cake bearer, delight in the atmosphere, and admire the art of baking. So, like, Nick, you can make the cake, and then I can just get the $5 ticket
So,
to come along.
yeah.
Okay.
But can I have the cake?
You
and
also
eat it too?
can have the cake and eat it too. For just $20, you can get a tasting ticket.
Wow.
For the discerning palate, it says. The ticket grants entry to sample the array of cakes after the walk has concluded. A delicious choice for those who prefer forks to flour. Do you prefer forks to flour?
I probably do, yeah.
Okay. It says attendance shall be most exclusive. Only 100. Oh my gosh, she
It's
just
not in the frame of the
leaked
camera
out
anymore, but
so cute.
there's a
There is
napping puppy.
dog napping and laying
Don't
so
bite the
adorably.
cable.
So adorably. Attendance will be exclusive. Only 100 to 120 guests shall be admitted. That's including the bakers, the companions, and the tasting patrons. So pre-registration is required, okay? A note on decorum. This event is designed for attendees aged 10 and older. Those younger than 10 must await a future season of cake-worthy celebration. We await your reply with great anticipation and look forward to gathering in good company, good spirits, and excellent cake. You can get your tickets at littlebirdiestreetsandcoffee.square.site. And again, we'll have that in our weekly newsletter. Nick, what's the final thing you've got for this weekend?
Kelly, this is one that maybe
this
you'll
puppy.
drag your family to. Or maybe your family will drag you to.
You never know.
Disney Trivia Night.
We would be good at this.
Sunday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Wilder's Bistro. That's 2639 South Oneida Street, Appleton.
Mm-hmm.
Think your Disney knowledge goes beyond knowing every lyric to A Whole New World?
Yes.
Time to prove it. From dwarves to demigods to that one Pixar movie that emotionally wrecked you. Yes, that one. Nothing is off limits.
I wish I had a camera right now.
And yes, it's free to play. Oh,
It's
maybe I
free
can
to
get you
play.
one. No cover, no buy-in, no insert a dollar to prove you know which villain had the best hair. The other guys might charge you, but we think your wallet deserves a happily ever after too.
That's so nice.
So round up your crew, come hungry, and get ready to show off your inner Disney nerd. You may not leave with a tiara, but bragging rights pair nicely with bistro food and a cocktail. All locations and details at a link that will be in our newsletter.
Yes, because this is a big link. So it'll be in our
Free
newsletter.
trivia, Disney magic, Wilder's food, basically the stuff fairy tales are made of.
How fun on a Sunday night. Wrap
gotta
up
get
the
my
weekend with a
phone.
little Disney trivia. Yeah, Nick, you have to get a picture. Oh my gosh, she is just
Maybe we can get that into the
being
newsletter.
so beautiful and precious right now with her little slumber over there. Oh, who doesn't want to adopt her? Everyone should. Everyone should. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
thank you again, ladies, for coming.
Podcasting
Thank
is
you
hard
for
work.
sharing
Thanks for having
these
Thank you so much.
amazing doggies. And hopefully everybody will get out and see you this weekend, and or share, like you said, your Facebook page, donate, all the things, right? All the things.
Yes.
And we hope everybody has a fantastic fall weekend here in the 920.
The 920.
Yes. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. To contact the Kelly Davies Homes team for all of your buying and selling needs, call 920-791-9047.
Don't disturb
Find us on
her.
Facebook at the Kelly Davies Homes team or go to kellydavieshomes.com.